Welcome to World Revolution. Here are 10 Power Lessons Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. Overview. In Emotional Intelligence, Daniel Goleman presents a comprehensive overview of how emotions influence our lives, emphasizing the importance of emotional intelligence, EI, in personal and professional contexts. Goleman argues that understanding and managing emotions is crucial for achieving success and maintaining healthy relationships. He outlines 5 key components of emotional intelligence: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. It involves recognizing one's emotions and understanding how they affect thoughts and behavior. For instance, Goleman illustrates this through the concept of emotional hijacking, where intense emotions can overwhelm rational thought processes, leading to impulsive actions. An example might be a manager who reacts with anger during a stressful meeting, failing to consider the long-term implications of their outburst. Self-regulation builds on self-awareness by allowing individuals to manage their emotions effectively. Goleman describes how people with high self-regulation can remain calm under pressure, which is essential for leadership. For example, a leader who receives critical feedback yet responds thoughtfully rather than defensively demonstrates strong self-regulation. Motivation in Goleman's framework refers to the ability to harness emotions to pursue goals with energy and persistence. He emphasizes that emotionally intelligent individuals are often driven by intrinsic motivation rather than external rewards. A practical example could be an employee who stays late to complete a project not just for recognition but out of personal commitment to their work. Empathy is another critical component, defined as the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Goleman highlights how empathy enables individuals to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering collaboration and trust. For instance, a teacher who notices a student struggling emotionally and takes the time to address their concerns exemplifies empathy in action. Finally, social skills encompass the ability to manage relationships effectively. Goleman points out that strong social skills allow individuals to influence others positively, resolve conflicts, and inspire teamwork. An example here could be a project manager who navigates team dynamics skillfully, ensuring that all voices are heard while guiding the group toward a common goal. Throughout Emotional Intelligence, Goleman provides numerous examples and anecdotes that illustrate these principles in action, making a compelling case for why emotional intelligence is as vital as cognitive intelligence in achieving success and happiness in life. By developing these emotional competencies, individuals can enhance their personal effectiveness and improve their interactions with others, ultimately leading to more fulfilling relationships both at work and in their personal lives. Here are 10 lessons from the book. 1. Understanding emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence involves the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. Goleman identifies 5 key components: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Example 1. Self-regulation in conflict resolution. Scenario: Mark, a team leader, often finds himself losing his temper during heated discussions with his team members. Narrative: Mark learns from Goleman's book that self-regulation is a crucial component of emotional intelligence. He begins practicing techniques to manage his emotions, such as deep breathing and taking a moment to pause before reacting. During the next team meeting, a disagreement arises, and Mark feels his anger building. Instead of lashing out, he takes a deep breath and calmly addresses the issue, finding a constructive solution. By improving his self-regulation, Mark fosters a more collaborative and positive team environment. This example shows that managing emotions can lead to better conflict resolution and healthier relationships. Example 2. Empathy in leadership. Scenario: Sarah, a manager at a healthcare facility, notices that her team is feeling overwhelmed and stressed due to increased workloads. Narrative: Sarah reads Goleman's book and understands that empathy is a key aspect of emotional intelligence. She decides to actively listen to her team's concerns and understand their perspectives. Sarah holds one-on-one meetings with each team member, allowing them to express their feelings and challenges. By showing genuine empathy, Sarah identifies ways to provide additional support, such as flexible schedules and additional resources. Her empathetic approach leads to increased morale, reduced stress, and improved team performance. This example highlights the impact of empathy on leadership effectiveness and team well-being. Example 3. Motivation in personal goals. Scenario: John, a software developer, struggles to stay motivated while working on a long-term project. Narrative: inspired by Goleman's teachings, John learns that intrinsic motivation is a vital part of emotional intelligence. He sets clear and meaningful goals for his project, aligning them with his personal values and aspirations. John breaks the project into smaller, manageable tasks and celebrates each milestone he achieves. By focusing on the intrinsic rewards and maintaining a positive attitude, John stays motivated and completes the project successfully. This narrative illustrates that understanding and harnessing motivation can lead to greater persistence and achievement in personal goals. Learning from understanding emotional intelligence teaches us that emotional intelligence is essential for personal and professional success. Goleman emphasizes that developing EI skills such as self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills can lead to more effective communication, better relationships, and greater overall well-being. By understanding and applying the concept of emotional intelligence, we can unlock our full potential and achieve greater success and fulfillment in our personal and professional lives. 2. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to understand your own emotions and their impact on your thoughts and behavior. Goleman emphasizes the importance of recognizing your emotional states and how they affect your actions and decisions. Example 1. Recognizing stress triggers. Scenario: John, a corporate manager, often feels overwhelmed and stressed but doesn't understand the root cause. Narrative: John reads Goleman's book and learns about the importance of self-awareness and managing emotions. He starts a reflective practice, such as journaling, to identify situations that trigger his stress. John notices that tight deadlines and unplanned tasks are his main stressors. With this self-awareness, he begins to set more realistic deadlines, communicate better with his team, and prioritize tasks effectively. By understanding his stress triggers, John can implement strategies to manage his emotions and improve his well-being. This example highlights that self-awareness helps individuals identify and address the sources of their stress, leading to healthier coping mechanisms. Example 2. Understanding emotional responses. Scenario: Emily, a project lead, realizes that she often reacts defensively to feedback from her team members. Narrative: Emily learns from Goleman's book that self-awareness involves understanding one's emotional responses. She starts paying close attention to her reactions during feedback sessions. Emily recognizes that her defensiveness stems from a fear of criticism and a desire for perfection. With this insight, she consciously works on remaining open and receptive to feedback, reminding herself that constructive criticism is an opportunity for growth. Emily's improved self-awareness leads to more positive interactions with her team and enhances her leadership skills. This example demonstrates that self-awareness allows individuals to understand the root of their emotional responses and make conscious efforts to change them. Example 3. Identifying strengths and weaknesses. Scenario: Sarah, an aspiring entrepreneur, feels unsure about her abilities to start and run a successful business. Narrative: inspired by Goleman's teachings, Sarah embarks on a journey of self-discovery to understand her strengths and weaknesses. She takes personality assessments, seeks feedback from mentors, and reflects on her past experiences. Sarah discovers that her strengths lie in creativity and strategic thinking, while her weaknesses are in financial management and delegation. With this self-awareness, Sarah decides to partner with a co-founder who has strong financial skills and takes courses in effective delegation. By recognizing her strengths and weaknesses, Sarah builds a complementary team and sets her business up for success. This narrative shows that self-awareness enables individuals to leverage their strengths and address their weaknesses effectively. Learning from self-awareness teaches us that understanding our own emotions, strengths, and weaknesses is essential for personal and professional growth. Goleman emphasizes that self-awareness allows us to manage our emotions, improve our interactions with others, and make informed decisions. By understanding and applying the concept of self-awareness, we can unlock our full potential and achieve greater success and fulfillment in our personal and professional lives. 3. Self-regulation. Self-regulation involves managing your emotions in healthy ways. Goleman highlights the importance of controlling impulsive feelings and behaviors, managing stress, and adapting to changing circumstances. Example 1. Managing anger in the workplace. Scenario: John, a team leader, frequently feels frustrated and angry during heated discussions with his team members. Narrative: John reads Goleman's book and learns about the importance of self-regulation in managing emotions. He begins practicing techniques such as deep breathing, counting to 10, and taking short breaks during intense discussions. By using these self-regulation strategies, John can keep his anger in check and respond more calmly and constructively. As a result, his interactions with his team become more positive, leading to better collaboration and problem-solving. This example highlights that self-regulation helps individuals manage their emotions and maintain professionalism in the workplace. Example 2. Controlling impulses in decision-making. Scenario: Emily, a financial analyst, often makes impulsive investment decisions based on short-term market trends. Narrative: Emily learns from Goleman's book that self-regulation is essential for making thoughtful and informed decisions. She starts implementing a decision-making process that includes thoroughly researching investments, consulting with colleagues, and taking time to reflect before making any moves. By controlling her impulses and following a structured approach, Emily makes more strategic and successful investment decisions. This narrative demonstrates that self-regulation helps individuals avoid impulsive actions and make better decisions in their professional roles. Example 3. Maintaining composure under pressure. Scenario: Sarah, a medical professional, often faces high-stress situations in the emergency room. Narrative: Inspired by Goleman's teachings, Sarah understands that self-regulation is crucial for maintaining composure under pressure. She practices mindfulness and stress reduction techniques, such as deep breathing and visualization, to stay centered during critical moments. By managing her stress effectively, Sarah can remain focused and provide high-quality care to her patients. This example shows that self-regulation allows individuals to handle high-pressure situations with calmness and resilience. Learning from self-regulation teaches us that managing our emotions, impulses, and behaviors effectively is essential for personal and professional success. Goleman emphasizes that self-regulation helps individuals maintain composure, make informed decisions, and build positive relationships. By understanding and applying the concept of self-regulation, we can enhance our emotional intelligence, navigate challenges more effectively, and achieve greater success and fulfillment in our personal and professional lives. 4. Intrinsic motivation. High levels of emotional intelligence are associated with strong intrinsic motivation. Goleman suggests that being driven by internal rewards, such as personal growth and fulfillment, rather than external rewards, leads to higher achievement and satisfaction. Example 1. Pursuing a passion project. Scenario: John, a software engineer, spends his free time developing a mobile app to help people manage their mental health. Narrative: John feels a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose in creating the app because he believes it can make a positive impact on people's lives. Despite having a demanding job, John dedicates evenings and weekends to his passion project. His intrinsic motivation keeps him engaged and driven, even when faced with challenges. John's inner drive stems from his desire to contribute to mental health awareness and support. This example illustrates that intrinsic motivation comes from personal values and the satisfaction of making a meaningful difference. Example 2. Lifelong learning and personal growth. Scenario: Emily, a marketing professional, takes up learning a new language in her spare time. Narrative: Emily is intrinsically motivated by her love for languages and the joy of expanding her horizons. She doesn't seek external rewards like promotions or recognition. Instead, she finds personal satisfaction in the process of learning and improving. Emily sets small, achievable goals and celebrates her progress, which fuels her motivation further. Her intrinsic motivation drives her to consistently dedicate time to her language studies, leading to steady improvement and a deeper sense of accomplishment. This narrative highlights that intrinsic motivation is fueled by personal interests and the pleasure of continuous growth. Example 3. Volunteering for community service. Scenario: Sarah, a high school teacher, volunteers at a local animal shelter on weekends. Narrative: Sarah finds intrinsic joy in helping animals and supporting her community. She doesn't receive any external rewards for her volunteer work, but the sense of fulfillment she gains from making a positive impact on the animals' lives is reward enough. Sarah's intrinsic motivation leads her to devote her time and energy to the shelter, even when her schedule is busy. Her passion for animal welfare and community service keeps her motivated and engaged. This example demonstrates that intrinsic motivation is driven by a genuine desire to contribute and make a difference. Learning from intrinsic motivation teaches us that pursuing goals and tasks for personal satisfaction and a sense of accomplishment is essential for long-term engagement and fulfillment. Goleman emphasizes that intrinsic motivation leads to higher levels of creativity, persistence, and overall well-being. 5. Empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Goleman argues that empathy is crucial for building strong relationships, effective communication, and compassionate leadership. Example 1. Empathy in the workplace. Scenario: John, a team leader at a marketing firm, notices that one of his team members, Sarah, has been unusually quiet and withdrawn during meetings. Narrative: John remembers Goleman's teachings on empathy and decides to reach out to Sarah privately. He listens actively and learns that Sarah is dealing with personal issues that are affecting her work. By showing empathy and understanding, John offers flexible work hours and suggests resources for support. Sarah feels valued and supported, which helps her regain her motivation and productivity. This example highlights how empathy in the workplace can improve employee well-being and team dynamics. Example 2. Empathy in customer service. Scenario: Emily, a customer service representative, receives a call from an upset customer who experienced a problem with their order. Narrative: Inspired by Goleman's book, Emily practices empathy by actively listening to the customer's concerns without interrupting. She acknowledges the customer's feelings and expresses genuine understanding. Emily then offers a solution that addresses the customer's issue and exceeds their expectations. By showing empathy, Emily not only resolves the problem but also strengthens the customer's loyalty to the company. This narrative illustrates that empathy in customer service can lead to positive customer experiences and long-term relationships. Example 3. Empathy in personal relationships. Scenario: Mark, a father, notices that his teenage son, Alex, has been acting distant and moody lately. Narrative: Mark recalls Goleman's emphasis on empathy and decides to have an open conversation with Alex. He listens without judgment and tries to understand Alex's perspective. Alex opens up about the pressures he feels at school and with friends. By empathizing with his son's feelings, Mark offers support and reassurance, creating a stronger bond and trust between them. This example demonstrates how empathy in personal relationships can foster deeper connections and better communication. Learning from empathy teaches us that understanding and sharing the feelings of others is essential for building strong relationships and effective communication. Goleman emphasizes that empathy allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, leading to more positive interactions and outcomes. By understanding and applying the concept of empathy, we can enhance our relationships, communication, and overall emotional intelligence, leading to greater success and fulfillment in our personal and professional lives. 6. Social skills. Social skills involve managing relationships to move people in desired directions. Goleman emphasizes the importance of effective communication, conflict resolution, and the ability to work well in teams. Social skills are highlighted as a crucial component of emotional intelligence. Social skills involve effectively managing relationships, navigating social complexities, and influencing others to achieve desired outcomes. Here are 3 examples that illustrate social skills and the insights Goleman provides. Example 1. Building and maintaining relationships. Scenario: John, a project manager, is responsible for leading a diverse team on a critical project. Narrative: John reads Goleman's book and learns that social skills are essential for building strong relationships with his team members. He makes a conscious effort to get to know each team member, understand their strengths and weaknesses, and create a supportive and inclusive environment. John also practices active listening, showing genuine interest in his team members' ideas and concerns. By building and maintaining positive relationships, John fosters a sense of trust and collaboration, leading to a more cohesive and high-performing team. This example highlights that social skills are key to successful team dynamics and project outcomes. Example 2. Conflict resolution. Scenario: Emily, a sales manager, notices that 2 of her top sales representatives, Sarah and Mark, are constantly at odds with each other. Narrative: Inspired by Goleman's teachings, Emily decides to address the conflict using her social skills. She sets up a mediation session where both Sarah and Mark can express their perspectives in a safe and respectful environment. Emily facilitates the conversation, helping them find common ground and work through their differences. By effectively managing the conflict and promoting open communication, Emily resolves the tension and restores harmony within the team. This narrative demonstrates that social skills are essential for conflict resolution and maintaining a positive work environment. Example 3. Persuasion and influence. Scenario: Sarah, a marketing executive, wants to persuade the senior leadership team to invest in a new digital marketing strategy. Narrative: Sarah learns from Goleman's book that social skills, including persuasion and influence, are crucial for achieving buy-in from stakeholders. She prepares a compelling presentation that highlights the benefits and potential return on investment of the new strategy. During the presentation, Sarah uses clear and persuasive language, addresses potential concerns, and provides evidence to support her recommendations. She also actively engages with the leadership team, encouraging questions and feedback. By effectively using her social skills, Sarah successfully persuades the leadership team to approve the new strategy. This example illustrates that social skills are vital for influencing decision-makers and driving positive change. Learning from social skills teaches us that effectively managing relationships, navigating social complexities, and influencing others are essential for achieving personal and professional success. Goleman emphasizes that social skills enable us to build strong relationships, resolve conflicts, and persuade others to achieve desired outcomes. By understanding and applying the concept of social skills, we can enhance our relationships, communication, and overall emotional intelligence, leading to greater success and fulfillment in our personal and professional lives. 7. The impact on leadership. Emotional intelligence is a key trait of effective leaders. Goleman explains that leaders with high EQ can inspire, motivate, and connect with their teams more effectively than those who rely solely on intellectual capabilities. The impact on leadership explores how emotional intelligence, EI, influences effective leadership. Goleman argues that leaders with high emotional intelligence are better equipped to inspire, motivate, and manage their teams. Here are 3 examples that illustrate the impact of emotional intelligence on leadership and the insights Goleman provides. Example 1. Enhancing team morale and performance. Scenario: John, a new manager at a financial services company, notices that his team is demotivated and underperforming. Narrative: John learns from Goleman's book that emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in leadership. He begins to apply EI principles by actively listening to his team members, understanding their concerns, and showing empathy. John also provides constructive feedback and recognizes their achievements, boosting their confidence. By creating an emotionally supportive environment, John's team feels valued and motivated, leading to increased productivity and improved performance. This example highlights that leaders with high emotional intelligence can significantly enhance team morale and performance. Example 2. Navigating organizational change. Scenario: Emily, a senior executive, is leading her company through a major restructuring process. Narrative: Emily reads Goleman's book and understands that emotional intelligence is essential for managing change effectively. She communicates openly and transparently with employees, addressing their fears and uncertainties. Emily also demonstrates empathy by acknowledging the challenges they face and providing support throughout the transition. By leveraging her emotional intelligence, Emily builds trust and resilience within the organization, ensuring a smoother and more successful restructuring process. This narrative shows that emotionally intelligent leaders can navigate organizational change with sensitivity and effectiveness. Example 3: Resolving conflicts and fostering collaboration. Scenario: Sarah, a department head, faces frequent conflicts between two key team members, Mark and Lisa. Narrative: Inspired by Goleman's teachings, Sarah decides to address the conflict using her emotional intelligence skills. She holds mediation sessions where Mark and Lisa can express their perspectives and feelings openly. Sarah listens actively, empathizes with both parties, and helps them find common ground. By facilitating constructive communication and understanding, Sarah resolves the conflict and fosters a collaborative work environment. This example illustrates that leaders with high emotional intelligence can effectively resolve conflicts and promote teamwork. Learning from the impact on leadership teaches us that emotional intelligence is crucial for effective leadership. Goleman emphasizes that leaders with high EI can inspire, motivate, and manage their teams more effectively, leading to improved performance, smoother transitions, and a positive work environment. By understanding and applying the concept of emotional intelligence in leadership, we can enhance our leadership abilities and achieve greater success and fulfillment in our professional lives. 8. Emotional intelligence in the workplace. EQ is critical for workplace success. Goleman discusses how employees with high emotional intelligence can better navigate the social complexities of the workplace, lead and work well with others, and achieve higher job performance. Emotional intelligence in the workplace is a key focus. Goleman argues that emotional intelligence, EI, plays a significant role in enhancing workplace relationships, improving communication, and driving overall success. Here are 3 examples that illustrate emotional intelligence in the workplace and the insights Goleman provides. Example 1: Enhancing team collaboration. Scenario: John, a project manager, notices that his team is struggling with communication and collaboration. Narrative: John reads Goleman's book and learns about the importance of emotional intelligence in fostering teamwork. He decides to implement regular team-building activities and open communication channels. John encourages his team members to share their thoughts and feelings openly and provides a safe space for discussions. By demonstrating empathy, active listening, and conflict resolution skills, John helps his team build trust and improve collaboration. The enhanced emotional intelligence within the team leads to increased productivity and a more harmonious work environment. This example highlights that EI is crucial for building strong, collaborative teams. Example 2: Managing stress and pressure. Scenario: Emily, a sales manager, leads a team that is under significant pressure to meet quarterly targets. Narrative: Emily learns from Goleman's book that emotional intelligence can help manage stress and maintain performance. She starts by recognizing and acknowledging the stress her team is experiencing. Emily introduces stress relief activities, such as mindfulness sessions and flexible work hours, to help her team cope. She also maintains open communication and provides support and encouragement. By using her emotional intelligence to address stress, Emily helps her team stay focused, motivated, and resilient, ultimately achieving their targets. This narrative demonstrates that EI can be instrumental in managing stress and maintaining productivity in high-pressure situations. Example 3: Improving leadership effectiveness. Scenario: Sarah, a newly promoted department head, wants to become a more effective leader. Narrative: Inspired by Goleman's teachings, Sarah understands that emotional intelligence is key to successful leadership. She focuses on developing her self-awareness, empathy, and social skills. Sarah seeks feedback from her team to understand their needs and concerns better. She also practices active listening and responds thoughtfully to her team's input. By leveraging her emotional intelligence, Sarah creates a positive and supportive work environment, earns the trust and respect of her team, and drives better performance. This example illustrates that EI is essential for effective leadership and fostering a positive workplace culture. Learning from emotional intelligence in the workplace teaches us that emotional intelligence is crucial for enhancing workplace relationships, communication, and overall success. Goleman emphasizes that developing EI skills such as empathy, self-awareness, and social skills can lead to improved collaboration, stress management, and leadership effectiveness. By understanding and applying the concept of emotional intelligence in the workplace, we can create more positive, productive, and fulfilling work environments. 9. Developing emotional intelligence. Unlike IQ, which is largely static, emotional intelligence can be developed and improved over time. Goleman provides strategies for enhancing each component of EQ through self-reflection, mindfulness, and practice. Developing emotional intelligence is a key theme that provides actionable strategies for enhancing EI skills. Goleman highlights that emotional intelligence can be nurtured and developed through practice and self-awareness. Here are 3 examples that illustrate developing emotional intelligence and the insights Goleman provides. Example 1. Enhancing self-awareness through mindfulness. Scenario: John, a corporate manager, often feels overwhelmed by stress and struggles to understand his emotional triggers. Narrative: John reads Goleman's book and learns that developing self-awareness is fundamental to emotional intelligence. He decides to start practicing mindfulness meditation for 10 minutes each morning. Through this practice, John becomes more attuned to his emotions and thoughts, recognizing patterns and triggers that lead to stress. By enhancing his self-awareness, John can manage his reactions more effectively, leading to improved decision-making and a calmer demeanor. This example demonstrates that mindfulness is a practical tool for developing self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Example 2. Improving empathy through active listening. Scenario: Emily, a project lead, notices that her team members often feel misunderstood and disengaged during meetings. Narrative: Inspired by Goleman's teachings, Emily decides to work on her empathy skills by practicing active listening. She makes a conscious effort to fully engage with her team members during conversations, maintaining eye contact and acknowledging their feelings and perspectives. Emily asks open-ended questions to encourage dialogue and demonstrates genuine interest in their concerns. By improving her empathy through active listening, Emily fosters a more inclusive and supportive team environment, enhancing collaboration and morale. This narrative highlights that active listening is a powerful technique for developing empathy and emotional intelligence. Example 3. Building social skills through networking. Scenario: Sarah, a senior analyst, wants to expand her professional network but feels uncomfortable in social settings. Narrative: Sarah learns from Goleman's book that developing social skills is essential for building strong relationships and career advancement. She sets a goal to attend one networking event each month and practice engaging with new people. Sarah prepares by researching common networking topics and practicing small talk. During events, she focuses on being approachable, asking thoughtful questions, and finding common ground with others. By consistently practicing her social skills, Sarah becomes more confident and builds a robust professional network. This example illustrates that developing social skills through deliberate practice can lead to meaningful connections and professional growth. Learning from developing emotional intelligence teaches us that emotional intelligence can be nurtured and enhanced through intentional practices. Goleman emphasizes that developing EI skills such as self-awareness, empathy, and social skills can lead to improved relationships, better decision-making, and greater overall well-being. By understanding and applying the concept of developing emotional intelligence, we can unlock our full potential and achieve greater success and fulfillment in our personal and professional lives. 10. The link between emotional intelligence and well-being. Goleman highlights the strong connection between emotional intelligence and overall well-being. People with high EQ tend to have better mental health, stronger relationships, and greater resilience to stress. Example 1. Managing stress and anxiety. Scenario: John, a corporate manager, experiences high levels of stress and anxiety due to his demanding job. Narrative: John reads Goleman's book and learns that emotional intelligence, particularly self-awareness and self-regulation, plays a crucial role in managing stress and anxiety. He begins practicing mindfulness and emotional regulation techniques, such as deep breathing and cognitive restructuring. By becoming more aware of his stress triggers and learning to manage his emotional responses, John significantly reduces his anxiety levels and feels more in control of his well-being. This example highlights that emotional intelligence helps individuals manage stress effectively, leading to better mental health and well-being. Example 2. Building resilience. Scenario: Emily, a healthcare worker, faces emotional exhaustion and burnout due to the high demands of her job during a pandemic. Narrative: Inspired by Goleman's teachings, Emily understands that emotional intelligence, particularly empathy and motivation, can enhance resilience. She practices self-compassion and seeks support from colleagues and mental health professionals. Emily also focuses on her intrinsic motivation, reminding herself of the meaningful impact of her work. By building emotional resilience through empathy and intrinsic motivation, Emily is better equipped to cope with the challenges and maintain her well-being. This narrative demonstrates that emotional intelligence contributes to resilience, helping individuals navigate difficult situations and protect their mental health. Example 3. Enhancing life satisfaction. Scenario: Sarah, a recent retiree, feels a lack of purpose and fulfillment in her daily life. Narrative: Sarah learns from Goleman's book that emotional intelligence, particularly social skills and empathy, can enhance life satisfaction. She decides to volunteer at a local community center, using her social skills to build connections and her empathy to support others. Through meaningful interactions and contributions, Sarah experiences a renewed sense of purpose and fulfillment. By leveraging her emotional intelligence, Sarah enhances her overall life satisfaction and well-being. This example shows that emotional intelligence can lead to greater life satisfaction through meaningful relationships and activities. Learning from the link between emotional intelligence and well-being teaches us that developing EI skills leads to improved mental health, emotional resilience, and overall life satisfaction. Goleman emphasizes that emotional intelligence helps individuals manage stress, build resilience, and find greater fulfillment in their lives. By understanding and applying the concept of emotional intelligence, we can enhance our well-being and achieve greater success and fulfillment in our personal and professional lives. These lessons from emotional intelligence underscore the profound impact that understanding and managing emotions can have on all aspects of life, from personal relationships to professional success and overall well-being. Thank you for listening. I hope this content is useful to you. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support our team.